Welcome to today's episode of Empowered Divorce Decisions. I'm Elina Cannon. I'm a private wealth advisor and divorce financial planner at Argent Advisors. Joining me today is my co-host, Jamie Blum.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jamie, the Director of Divorce Financial Planning at Argent Advisors. In today's episode, we'll be discussing an essential aspect of preparing for divorce, gathering documentation.
So when it comes to divorce, having all the necessary documentation is really vital. It helps provide a clear picture of your financial situation, which is really crucial for making good, informed decisions during your divorce process, which will impact you in your next chapter post-divorce.
Absolutely, Elina. Gathering documentation is the foundation of a strong case, and it ensures that your interests are protected throughout the divorce process.
Yes. So let's start with going over the financial documents that you should start gathering when you're embarking on your divorce journey. So first, for financial documents, you'll want to pull your recent tax records or tax returns, bank statements, investment account brokerage statements, retirement statements, and really any other financial statement, financial record that is relevant to you, your spouse, and your divorce.
Retirement accounts are often significant assets. Documentation for the accounts includes retirement plan statements, and those documents can be for 401ks, IRAs, Roth accounts, 403bs. They're known as all of those types of accounts. Also, pension plan information and any other relevant documents that show the value and contributions of these accounts.
Yes. Next, let's talk about the documents that you should pull for your property. So first, when it comes to real estate, real property, you'll want to gather information. And real property, this includes, let me back up, all your real estate. So your primary home, your secondary home, if you have any investment rental properties. So for those properties, you'll want to gather the deed, the HUD-1s, the recent mortgage statement. If there's any type of secondary mortgage line of credit on the property, you'll want to gather those statements for every single property.
For vehicles, you'll want to gather the VIN number and mileage for all the vehicles in order to assess the value, as well as related car loan statements, if applicable. For valuable personal property like wine collections and art collections and possibly jewelry, you'll want an inventory list and potentially an appraisal.
Absolutely. Next, let's talk about documents you'll want to gather to support income and employment. So you'll want to gather recent pay stubs, W-2s. If you have a total compensation package or your spouse does, you'll want to gather that. The reason why is these statements really help support spousal support and child support calculations if those are applicable to you in your divorce.
Absolutely. And if you or your spouse own a business, gathering business financial statements, including business taxes, profit and loss statements, and balance sheets can be necessary for a fair valuation and to determine the income that the business is earning.
Yes. And then next, you'll want to gather insurance policy statements. So insurance policies, they're really critical during divorce. So you'll want to gather statements for your health insurance, your life insurance, if you have any property insurance as well, if applicable, and really any other policies that you may have in place. You'll want to gather the documentation for those and evaluate them if they make sense going forward. And you may also want to look into policies that are available, for example, health insurance, dental insurance, life insurance, if those are necessary post-divorce.
Yeah. Knowing the coverage and beneficiaries of your life insurance policies in particular will help protect you and your family's financial future.
Absolutely. So last but certainly not least, for documentation, you'll want to gather documents related to debts, liabilities that your spouse have outstanding. We already talked about the mortgage when we talked about real estate, but you'll also want to gather documents related to other debts like credit cards, car loans, any other type of like loans outstanding. You'll want to gather recent statements for those.
And having a comprehensive understanding of your debts is essential to negotiate a fair division during your divorce process.
Absolutely. So that concludes today's episode of Empowered Divorce Decisions. Gathering documentation is really the first step towards making really good informed decisions and ensuring a smoother divorce process.
Take the time to compile all the necessary paperwork and organize it in a secure and accessible manner.
Absolutely. And share with your divorce team similarly in a secure manner. Thank you for watching, and remember that you have the power to make really good, empowered decisions during your divorce journey.
Please reach out to us with any questions at divorce@argentbridge.com. We are also available for a complimentary 20-minute consultation. And we also have available the documentation list that we offer to you in case you need help in gathering your documents. See you in the next video.